Welcome to you on another video of an FSX. Today we're going to do Rome Airline Run. So this mission will be from taking off to the London.
I'll handle all radio communication on this flight. Hold short of the runway and I'll get our takeoff clearance. Fiume Tower, orbit 221, ready to go, holding short 16 right.
Orbit 221, cleared for takeoff. Maintain runway heading, climb and maintain 4,000.
Cleared for takeoff, orbit 221. Okay, we're cleared for takeoff. Turn on the landing lights and then turn left onto the runway and let's head to Naples. After takeoff, maintain runway heading, climb to maintain 4,000.
Okay. Okay, shift and one. We will climb. Okay, we will climb 1,000 feet per minute, and we're not gonna exceed 300 knots. Knots, and that's it at this moment. Okay. Take off.
V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate, gear up. Set flaps 0.
Orbit 221, contact Rome departure on 129.0. Have a nice flight.
Orbit 221, switching to departure, thanks. Rome departure, orbit 221 with you, climbing to 4,000.
Orbit 221, Rome departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 6,000, proceed direct Practica di Mare.
Let's run through the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear, up. Up to 6,000, direct Practica di Mare, orbit 221. Flaps, set to 0.
Check.
Alright, Captain, climb to 6,000 and fly direct to the Practica di Mare NDB. After takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, the autopilots will adjust us upward. Okay. Okay, after you turn on the autopilot and you turn the info hold, switch from info hold to GPS, because it's gonna be some issues in this aircraft in this mission if you keep it in info hold and info. So GPS will better in here.
Have a look out to the left. There's Rome.
Oh look, here is my grandpa. Okay.
Orbit 221, contact Rome Center on 124.8.
Orbit 221, switching to Rome Center, thanks. Rome Center, orbit 221 with you, climbing to 6,000.
Orbit 221, climb and maintain 1,000.
Up to 1,000, orbit 221. Okay, we're clear to climb to 11,000 feet.
11,000. Okay. What's our speed?
We're crossing over the Practica di Mare NDB. Turn to to a heading of 092 degrees and fly to the Frosinone VOR.
The autopilot is going to turn us to 092 degrees. Okay, shift and 10, you will see this list. Let's go. Very 40s. Shift and 5 because 10,000 before 1,000 feet we have to turn off the landing lights.
1,000 to go. Turn the landing lights and the seatbelt sign off. Level off at 11,000 feet and set cruise thrust. Don't exceed 340 knots.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating that it is safe to move about the cabin. For your own safety, though, we request that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you're in your seat during this short flight. We'll start our in-flight beverage service shortly.
Landmark 63, contact Rome Centre on 128.8. Landmark 63, switching. Thanks.
Reduce thrust to stay below 340 knots.
Okay. The autopilot already did it, so.
We're crossing over the Frosinone VOR. Turn to a heading of 123 degrees and fly to the Teano VOR.
The autopilot already did turn us to 123 degrees.
Rome Center, World Travel 116 with you. Climbing through 3000 to maintain 6000.
World Travel 116, Rome Centre, good afternoon. Climb and maintain 1000.
Up to 1000 now, World Travel 116.
From Center, Blue Yonder 562 request.
Shift and
Blue Yonder
down.
562, go ahead.
Any chance we can get a shortcut to Reggio Calabria?
Blue Yonder 562, stand by.
Blue Yonder, it's not our aircraft. Our
Blue Yonder
aircraft,
562, proceed direct to Reggio Calabria.
Direct to Reggio, thanks. Blue Yonder 562.
Our aircraft, it's orbit 221 or 221.
Emerald Air 329, descend and maintain 10,000.
Descending to 10,000. Emerald Air 329.
Emerald Air 329, contact Naples approach now on 124.35.
124.35 for Emerald Air 329. We'll see you.
Okay, shift and 5. Okay, the flight plan already been set for us in here, so I don't have to set any flight plan. Okay, I don't have to. It's already been set for us in there. Shift and 3. That's us. Hello. Hello. going to turn to the left. Then we're going to start to get ready to descending.
We're approaching the Teano VOR. Crossing the VOR, turn to a heading of 106 degrees and fly to a Gotti intersection.
Okay, the autopilot's going to turn to the left.
Orbit 221, contact Naples approach on 124.35.
Orbit 221, switching to approach, thanks. Naples approach, Orbit 221 with you.
Orbit 221 Naples approach. Expect radar vectors for the visual approach, runway 24. Naples altimeter 29992.
Looks like we're gonna get the visual approach. That'll make things easy for us.
I hope so. Okay, starting from this triangle, we're going to descend, and there are more of those triangles there. There are some like 5 or 6 triangles in there, and this is where we will start to descend. Yes, there are more of them here. This is our first descent in here, and we have to descend until here, like some kind of speed, and the tower is going to give us the request for the descending, and they will say to what, how many feet or and what kind of altitude we have to go down to. Once you reach this line, we can zoom in to see it clearly. Okay.
Landmark 618 has a runway in sight.
Landmark 618, cleared for the visual approach, runway 24.
Cleared for the visual approach, Landmark 618.
Landmark 618, contact the tower.
Over to tower now, Landmark 618.
Actually, this is not name our not our aircraft. It's our plane or our name.
Orbit 221, descend and maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000, orbit 221. You catch that, Captain? Descend to 7,000 feet.
Okay. I got that.
Now that we're descending below 10,000 feet, turn the landing lights and the seatbelt sign on and reduce your speed to 250 knots. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now commencing our descent into Naples. We hope you've enjoyed this short flight. Hope you'll join us again. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. In preparation for landing, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright and fully locked position. We'll be making a final pass through the cabin to pick up any service items, and we'll be on the ground shortly.
Orbit 221, turn right heading 210. Reduce speed to 180 knots.
Right to 210, slowing to 180, orbit 221. Start a right turn now to a heading of 210 degrees. Reduce thrust and bring our speed back to 180 knots. Set flaps 1.
The aircraft is not happy with flap 1. Okay, we're going to use the speed brake.
Orbit 221, turn right heading 240. Descend and maintain 3,000. Report the runway in sight.
Right to 240, down to 3,000, orbit 221. We're almost there, Captain. Turn right to 240 degrees and descend to 3,000 feet.
Okay, the autopilot's going to turn to 24. 240 degrees, and I'm going to descend to 3,000.
have the runway in sight, orbit 221.
Orbit 221, cleared for the visual approach, runway 24.
Cleared for the visual, orbit 221. That's the airport about 8 miles ahead, just northeast of the city. Continue descending to the runway and maintain 180 knots. The airport is about 300 feet above sea level.
300 above the sea level. Okay.
Orbit 221, contact Naples Tower now on 118.5.
Orbit 221, roger. Naples Tower, Orbit 221 on the visual approach for runway 24.
Orbit 221, Naples Tower, wind calm, runway 24, clear to land.
Cleared to land, Orbit 221. Okay, we're cleared to land. Lower the landing gear, slowly add full flaps, and reduce your speed to 140 knots for the approach.
Okay, the aircraft is not happy with the flop.
Let's run through the before landing checklist. Landing gear, down.
Check.
Flaps, set to full.
Check.
Landing checklist complete.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Orbit 221, welcome to Naples. Continue rollout, turn left to taxiway Bravo.
Ground on point niner, Orbit 221. Keep taxiing toward the end of the runway. Bravo is the second taxiway from the end. Take a left here on taxiway Bravo. Stop here. Set flap 0, check spoilers down. Naples ground, Orbit 221.
Orbit 221, taxi to the terminal.
To the terminal, Orbit 221. Taxi straight ahead. We park at gate